dying stages, the final stages of an extremely intense, hot, heated FIFA World Cup. And we are back to you with the 27th episode of the Sledging Room, with plenty to talk about, which is going to center around Messi, Ronaldo's World Cup campaign ending in heartbreak and tears for the Portuguese great. Of course, for all you Messi fans, Argentina are through to the final. And then, of course, they are waiting to see which of France or Morocco they will take on. But we're going to suss up, Saurabh, Akshay, the greatness of these two individuals. Because we've done this often enough in cricket. I remember a couple of years back, I was doing a show on a YouTube channel and I was talking about the impact of AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli, gentlemen who've won World Cups, who haven't. Virat Kohli, of course, did win the World Cup very early in his career. Sachin Tendulkar finally finished with a World Cup under his belt. Jacques Kallis, for instance, someone who didn't end up winning a World Cup. Ronaldo, unfortunately, will finish his career without a World Cup unless somebody as enthusiastic as Akshay, Ramesh or Saurabh Kumar or any of our viewers, listeners come back to me and say that, look, you know what? Who's ruling out Cristiano Ronaldo from winning a World Cup in 2026?
I think ICC should take over FIFA.
Why?
Hold every World Cup 1 year. Once a
This
year.
is your frivolous argument. Is this how you going to
how you
start
back
off?
Ronaldo. Come on, Akshay.
No.
Tell me.
When he was starting the podcast saying that the dying stages, I thought he's talking about Virat Kohli's career or something like that. He's going to take a dig at Virat Kohli.
My goodness, this is
Where
interesting.
he'll come later in
This
the
is interesting.
later in the podcast.
You were sitting with an Alaska jacket.
But Raj,
this would be an all-weather jacket in Alaska. The studio, by the way, is pretty warm.
Yeah.
It's a pretty warm.
Your mother, I suppose, is a teacher or something. He was a teacher, right?
My mother, no.
Of someone whom... okay.
Come on, Akshay.
My mother was a teacher.
Your mother.
Yeah.
You forgot that.
No.
Did you?
This is
No. I want
Auntie, please, if you're listening to this podcast,
not at all. No,
Akshay will make
I'm
sure that
clarifying my statement here.
how does that come in here?
Wait. That is where I'm.
this
coming
is
from,
fun.
yeah.
Okay, this is already fun. Yeah.
When my mother was a teacher in my school itself.
But she
yeah.
still is a teacher. She hasn't retired. The last thing you told me was she still hasn't
So
retired.
Akshay has retired
Still
from
is a
studying.
teacher.
Like,
She has a couple more years, unlike Messi or Ronaldo. So, by the way, why I'm saying that is
What are you saying?
when I was sitting for my 10th class board exam,
Yeah.
she was not allowed to invigilate at that time.
Yeah.
So this conflict of interest thing is there.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Why are we having him in the podcast? Raj?
What do you mean? What
He is a
conflict?
big Manchester United fan.
So?
Having
How does
him
that matter?
when we are discussing
so am I.
Ronaldo
so you are
at this juncture?
you are a hardcore Virat Kohli fan, and every time you come with your
This is
useless
called-
No, then
argument.
none of us should be here because
No,
we're
we are-
all India cricket
Yeah.
fans. What are you saying?
Come on,
No,
Akshay.
I'm saying he's a
This
big
is your
Manchester-
defense. Because before the podcast started, he was
don't
like,
have-
how do I
Manchester-
defend Ronaldo? How do
the
I defend
Manchester
Ronaldo? Now.
United faithfuls in 24 hours.
So, okay.
They turned
before
anti-Ronaldo
before I
people.
get there. So are you publicly proclaiming that you're not an India cricket faithful, that you're not an India cricket fan? If you are,
I am a
then
fan
if you
of-
are, then you should also admit to conflict of
No,
interest
I am
and
a
not sit
fan
on
of
this
cricket.
show. Because
I'm
I
a
am.
fan of-
I am a massive fan of Indian cricket.
I'm a fan of the sport.
So you
No,
can't.
so then you should-
You
please
just can't
leave.
defend Ronaldo, and now you have come up with this useless argument that why am I sitting in this podcast?
Conflict
I will
of
talk.
interest.
No. Simple thing is-
I'm sitting in this podcast because I will talk sense.
Simple thing is, GOAT. This is a very new generational. I mean, when we were growing up as sports aficionados and fans, never heard of this term. Then later on, somebody told us it's the greatest of all time, and now it's a very loosely thrown around word.
It's a good information to Gen Zs like me.
Gen Zs.
No, Akshay will do anything to make sure that he's a young guy.
Wait, what is the current term? Is it Gen Z or is there a generation younger?
I
than
don't
you?
know. Akshay will tell us better. He knows
Because
it.
you fudge your age quite a bit.
ABC, no, he's-
Yeah, like a certain cricketer from Pakistan. I should be named. I don't know. We should. I mean, anyway, we're not politically correct. I mean,
We
not
don't have to be politically correct. We are in Sledging Room.
Age fudger Akshay Ramesh. But no,
Yeah.
let's just to drop it simply.
Yeah.
The greatest of all time. We've spoken about Pele, Maradona, all these greats. One thing in common is that they've won World Cups. There was another Ronaldo who played for Brazil many years back. He finished his career with the FIFA World Cup
The
in
real
2002.
Ronaldo
The
you're
real
talking
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
something that I've been
we are not talking
discussing
about
Ronaldo
Cristiano.
version 1.
You know,
the
you should
original,
have-
the
you should
original
have-
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
You
who
should
is
have seen
Ronaldo?
him on the day when Ronaldo came back from Juventus. He threw us a party.
No, I was disappointed. I was disappointed, and we were talking about it that
Yes.
that ceremony that happened at Old Trafford.
These
That this is
United
not going to
faithfuls
end.
were jumping.
No,
What happened
United
now?
faithful. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what happens when you see a player of that stature walking into your dressing room after 3 or 4 seasons like that. You'd probably try to draw some inspiration. But at the back of our hearts, we also knew that look, it's more optics than anything else because by then he was again. Like it or not, fine. He scored those goals. He's come and created a few records. But we all knew that Ronaldo is in the twilight of his career. But that apart, right? There is no doubting his greatness. There is no doubting Kylian Mbappe's greatness. Obviously, he has many more years to go. Luka Modric, for example.
Yes,
Will you doubt his greatness?
No, not at all.
World Cup final, World Cup semi-final, back-to-back editions,
Champions League.
Won the Ballon d'Or.
Champions League, Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
5 Champions titles.
No, the simple thing is because this has been going on. Sort of Messi, Ronaldo. Once and for all, nobody knows what's going to happen on the 18th of December.
Yes.
But Lionel Messi, just on the back of his 2 World Cup finals in 2014, 2018, right? Has he now settled it? Ronaldo hasn't played a single World Cup.
Final.
World Cup final, sorry. Not a
Yes,
single
he's
World
played
Cup
5 World
final
Cup,
title. Not a single World Cup
Not a
final.
single World Cup semi-final also.
Not
Just
scored
to-
in the
yeah.
knockouts also.
No. But see,
Even
is
Messi
this
had not
settled?
scored before this World Cup in knockouts.
Is this
This
settled?
time he scored, yeah.
Bias for United or not, hatred against Ronaldo or not, has this debate been settled once and for all?
For me, it is. Because if you ask me, Messi had won everything, like Ronaldo. Messi won 7 Ballon d'Ors. Ronaldo won 5 Ballon d'Ors.
Unlike Ronaldo, two.
Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, by the way.
Yeah.
Ronaldo won 5 Champions titles. Messi won 4 titles.
Yeah.
Ronaldo won Euro 2016. Messi won Copa America last year. But if Messi lifts that title on 18th of December, he is definitely going to be the GOAT of football.
No, I'm saying even if he doesn't. 2 World Cup final
Even if he
appearances,
doesn't,
boss.
he has performed. He has
Yeah.
performed every time his team needed it. See,
Golden Boot
that-
2014.
Yes, and his team lost the first match against Saudi Arabia. They were down and out. This man comes in. He performs in every match, and every match is a knockout match. By the way, even the group matches were a knockout match for Argentina because they had to win it.
Messi himself said.
So now, you know what you've done?
Yeah.
At the
You know what his Akshay's argument would have been?
What?
Oh, but Ronaldo won the Euro. Messi did not.
That is a completely.
Is that going to be an
I
argument? Was that going to be an
I was
argument?
thinking, how can I? I have been a
Ronaldo won 4 Champions League
See,
for
I don't
Real
hate
Madrid.
Ronaldo. To be very frank,
Yeah, I have been a
I don't
Ronaldo
hate
fan.
Cristiano
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
but after seeing
even
what
after
this
even
guy-
even after what happened with Manchester United, because
don't say that.
No, I don't hate him. I
You
don't
don't
hate
have
him.
to lie on this podcast.
I am not hating him. You are the one who said it. I hate him. I never said it. My only argument is if you because your team when they won that 6-1, they won the match 6-1. Even then, that guy was benched. The captain of your team, a football superstar, is benched by your manager, and your team goes on to win that game 6-1.
Specify. A lot of people.
Ronaldo, Fernando Santos, Portugal.
Yeah, we're talking about these 3.
Yeah.
And then, again,
yeah.
So frankly speaking,
yeah.
like we sports fans now, we always want to quantify something. Yeah. We have seen 2 greats.
How do you quantify Ronaldo versus Messi in this?
The
this
impact,
spectrum?
the sheer impact that Ronaldo has made. Can you deny it? Can you deny it?
No.
Nobody's
denying
Then
it.
why do
denying
we
it.
need a GOAT label here?
Because this is the most talked about. You in different arguments, people will bring it because sports. Look, you can be as politically correct as again. He tries to be politically correct, but then he quickly makes those U-turns.
Let's
I'll tell you what.
let's-
Sports is about comparisons, and that is why at the end of the day you have one winner.
Yeah.
You have one loser.
Yeah.
That's
That
all
is why
right.
Federer is not the GOAT.
That is a topic for
Very
another
different topic.
for
We're
a
not
different
talking
day.
about
That is
Federer,
exactly
Djokovic.
what I'm
Different
saying.
day.
That is exactly
Djokovic,
where
Nadal,
I'm coming
Federer.
to.
Yeah.
Where I'm coming to. Okay, the impact that Ronaldo has made, no one can deny that. Okay, the story
Yeah.
that he has
Yeah.
while he came through.
But the Brazilian Ronaldo also had a similar story. So a
Bilkul.
lot of footballers
Bilkul.
do.
Even he has inspired. Both people have inspired. So
yeah.
why do we have to quantify them? See, simply speaking, I am a huge fan of Ronaldo. Okay. Before coming into this World Cup, I thought he'll do some special things. He was fired up by what happened at United. But I also thought that before the World Cup, he could have avoided that interview with Piers Morgan, because you know how a superstar.
Oh, then you wouldn't have built a narrative around him. Had it not been for that interview, we wouldn't have built a narrative around him.
But when you come into a World Cup, when you know that you are the magnet in the team, you coming in with such a baggage doesn't help, right? We saw how there was some frosty things.
No. Again,
But
you headed. He's headed in a different direction, because it wasn't just about Ronaldo. Look, Portugal's failure, right? They'd be very disappointed with this campaign. Their failure wasn't just to be pinned on Ronaldo. Obviously, if you can also come back and say that Ronaldo wasn't treated well by the Portuguese.
I will tell you one more thing. It's not just about pinning the blame on Ronaldo. Like Messi, he's one of the greatest footballers ever. Ronaldo has also had same status. For club football, he has played everywhere. He has won. He has won Champions League with Real Madrid.
Everywhere. That is a very important thing.
He has played and won with Real Madrid. He has played and won with Manchester United. But you expect a leader of that stature to come and perform on the biggest stage. That guy did not. Even when he was brought on
But that
from the
doesn't
bench.
go against Messi, because it's not Messi's fault that he decided to play with Barcelona all his career.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
That is,
Maybe because because they thought that he was indispensable.
He has sought a challenge.
Maybe
But,
because they
you
thought
know,
he was indispensable.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. When you quantify such things.
And don't go into the quantification of the financials with
When you
Barcelona.
want to quantify whether Ronaldo or Messi is the great, you have to quantify whether La Liga is more competitive or Premier League is more competitive.
No.
Not about La Liga, it's not about Premier League.
You are that is how you
let
quantify
me
with
be-
Champions League
Let me
titles.
be very frank with you. You know what is the record of Messi against Premier League clubs? He has scored at least 2 goals every game he has played against any Premier League club. You talk about any Premier League club. You talk about City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool, anyone. Ronaldo does not have that.
No, in that regard, then even Ballon d'Or should be, then
7 Ballon
stop
d'Ors.
Ballon d'Or. Stop the Ballon d'Or awards, because Ballon d'Ors are that's a reflection of your performance throughout the year. By the way, it's not just club football. It's just not international. It's just not friendlies.
To be very frank, if you think that people should not quantify, why was Ronaldo crying on the day when his team got knocked out? Because he also wanted to win it.
It was his dream.
And,
It was his dream.
and I'm telling you, do you remember this interview with Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
Piers Morgan made a setup. Ronaldo, imagine this. You're going to play the final, Argentina versus Portugal. Messi scores 2 goals. You score 2 goals. And then
Again,
you score
I'll-
two.
You guys
I'll throw-
haven't let me complete where I wanted to go.
Because you're not going anywhere.
Because I know he's about to make a U-turn. He's just come.
What I
He's
was-
just come to the corner. He's waiting.
Exactly.
Blinking.
That's what I'm
blinking
saying.
his right signal.
After seeing this guy, there were many doubts. I had doubts. Okay,
Yeah.
what Messi can do but he has single-handedly carried this team in the World Cup. Okay, the assist that he gave against.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
One more thing. Let's just drop in another equation. Would Ronaldo have been a little less distraught now had Messi also missed the opportunity to go to the World Cup final? Because do we not realize that players also have
they
their
are
competitive
extremely
spirit?
competitive.
That
It is always
I'm Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm going to finish my career without a World Cup. My greatest competitor, my greatest rival, might just end up winning one.
Yes.
Would he rather? I mean, I'm just thinking. We can't think from that perspective, Akshay. Saurabh.
Nobody can.
Nobody
Because
can.
nobody has
We
gone
have
through
not.
what he has gone
We not even. We nowhere near
Yeah, definitely.
the lives that they lead.
Nobody is near that.
Right.
That is
Now, here's the thing. Would he rather have Kylian Mbappe winning 2 World Cups?
Is it difficult? Would Sachin Tendulkar have thought that way, Raj? Without finishing, if he had finished without the 2011 World Cup?
I think cricketers are more guarded with their expression of opinions. Let's be frank, especially Indian cricketers. I mean, Tendulkar is my all-time favorite cricketer, but I think footballers that way. It probably is also a matter of the
I
sports.
agree with you because the OG Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He 2 days ago, I think he came out and he said that he will not be very happy if
Argentina win the World Cup.
And footballers do come out and they do express their opinions.
Yeah.
Unbiased.
I think it was
that is he has his bias. He has his bias, obviously.
Brazil versus Argentina.
Yeah.
And
So-
people who have seen, I'm not saying that Brazil's Ronaldo did not enjoy success, but the kind of success that these guys have enjoyed over the years and the kind of following that they have, I don't think they'll get into these.
No, you never know. World Cup is not a trivial.
It's about
World Cup is not a petty.
their dreams getting crashed.
No, but World Cup is also not a petty.
It's not just about their
event.
dreams.
It's
It's
the
about
greatest show.
The comparisons which are made. And
Because-
they will be made whenever you talk about football.
I
You've also
remember.
seen how Ballon d'Or award
You know,
functions.
I remember this video, guys, from Portugal's Euro victory in 2016, and he was addressing the dressing room, and he says, people are going to talk about it when we are old and fat and drinking in a bar.
Yes.
People are going to talk about this
And-
Portugal team winning the Euro.
And
Do you
you-
think that dream wouldn't have, taken shape in his mind.
Exactly.
Winning a World Cup.
And you could see at that point of time in 2016, Messi had not won a single international trophy with the senior Argentina
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo was happy because he won it first. Now Messi can win the World Cup.
One of them also has an Olympic gold.
And Messi has it.
Yeah.
Ronaldo does not have it.
Yeah. So, I mean,
And you have to agree with whatever has
Bilkul,
happened over
see,
the last 3 months.
Yeah.
It's not about Manchester United.
That has painted a bad picture
Yes.
on him. Yeah.
He
That is
going
what I'm
down.
frankly
He's
saying.
going down.
I was waiting for your U-turn.
Whatever it is, Manchester United.
I was waiting for your U-turn.
He exposed the club, saying that the club has
I
not
agree with-
improved.
I
over
agree
the
with
years.
whatever he
But
said.
the timing of that interview, when you have a World Cup coming up, he could have waited till the World Cup ended.
Even Messi had problems
If
with
I-
Barcelona.
if I were
But he
Ronaldo-
never came out in
if I were
public.
Ronaldo-
And only after the decision was made that he was going to leave.
And Ronaldo leaving United was not a shocking thing for me because he left Juventus in same mannerism.
Yeah.
if I were Ronaldo, I would pick this perfect moment to air this interview. Get public opinion on my side because I know that I've completely messed up my relations at United. The perspective of the British media, the perspective of the Western media.
It was like his ego was also hurt during the Portugal campaign.
Obviously.
Because seeing Goncalo Ramos getting that hat-trick showed him that he's no more the man.
Yeah,
that
he-
any team wanted.
Yeah, he did carry for
He
sure
was swallowing his
for
ego
like 10
while
years
sitting on the
but
bench. Yeah.
now it's
And
not
honestly,
the case.
Messi has really outshone Ronaldo and a lot of other players much younger than
I
them.
think Rooney or Beckham, someone said that
I think
he's
it was
not
Wayne Rooney.
understanding that
I think it was
Rooney
Wayne Rooney
said
who
it.
said that.
Rooney
he's
said it,
aging.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
At
aging.
one of those post-match analysis, he
It
said
happens
that
with a
it's
lot
aging.
of
Yeah.
players.
But we'll have to,
I
this
wouldn't
is
go into this GOAT debate. I wouldn't want to brand Messi or Ronaldo as the GOAT.
Yeah.
But I would say one thing. The way Ronaldo has handled his career over the last 2-3 months, it certainly doesn't deserve, the kind of...
to be very
I
frank,
don't
yes.
know. Messi has behaved
No, but
better.
look,
the way he has played at
this,
the World
look,
Cup.
this,
Ronaldo himself has painted a bad picture of himself.
That is exactly what
I
As simple
agree.
as that,
yeah.
And also the fact is that comparisons are an inevitable part of sports.
Yes.
Yeah. Also
You
the
will
fact-
compare.
Also the fact that watching Messi play in Qatar might swing the pendulum in one way.
Could be. Because you
At
think...
35,
And I don't,
after getting...
these are great men. These are great men. We are talking about great achievers, super achievers. But I'm sure at one end, Ronaldo's 37, Messi's 35. When they're both about 70, 75,
But it looks like
they
Messi
look back.
can play a couple more World Cups also. Huh?
He
Looks
doesn't want
he
to.
doesn't want to, but
He's already
the way
said
he's
this is
playing,
going to
he
be
wants
his
to
last
win it
World
and
Cup.
he wants
And
to
look,
relax.
in all fairness...
let's settle this debate, Raj, now. The GOAT has called the GOAT the GOAT.
What?
He's...
Virat
He was
Kohli-
taking a U-turn, but he got
Virat
stuck.
Kohli's tweet.
He got stuck.
So by the way, when you talk about football, this guy is not ready to take any names about GOAT. Who is GOAT? But now he's saying that Virat Kohli is GOAT.
No, why can't
Why
we keep
and
it
how?
simple? Mbappe, if he wins back-to-back, why not?
I don't think he has done enough to...
No,
And he has
he
not
may
win
not
that.
have. I'm saying that,
For
he's...
Mbappe to be called GOAT, he has
yeah,
to win
he
the
has to.
Champions
He has
League,
to win.
Ballon
He has
d'Or.
to win about 2 or 3
So
Champions
he's
League. He has
suggesting
to.
that he has to get out of Paris Saint-Germain.
I did not say it. I did not say
Go
it.
to Real Madrid or go to some...
No, but this is not to say that
That
Mbappe
is not
wouldn't do
happening.
it and that he will never move out of PSG. But if he has to win Champions League titles,
He has to move
he has to move out of PSG.
I don't know whether
But,
he has... When you want to have ambitions now, you need to forego... At 23, Mbappe is 23 or 22. You can't be sitting in a club where you need all the power. These guys...
No, but it's okay for him.
legends
He's
playing
negotiated.
alongside.
He's negotiated his
Yeah, but-
contracts. He's negotiated his
But when he got what he
photo
wanted,
rights.
to be
He's
very
got
frank.
what he wants.
Okay,
Yes.
it's about
If he-
individual
If he
things,
wants
yeah.
to win, let's say if he wins 2 World Cups,
And PSG
and-
has a very good squad, star-studded squad. They are not able to win that Champions League. That is a different
PSG
debate
is like the
altogether.
RCB of IPL. It's going to take
Yeah,
a little
they've got
while
every
for them. They
great
have
player.
everything that they need. But again, Mbappe has he's negotiated his contracts. He's negotiated his picture rights. He likes that. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe he will also contemplate winning the Champions League when he's 24, 25.
Yeah.
He wants to suddenly add to his legacy. But for now, maybe he's comfortable making all that money, being in a position of power at PSG, and who knows, picking up, winning his second World Cup. But we'll obviously have to, this is a never-ending debate, guys. This is
Definitely.
So this is
It's
why
not
we
going to
need
end.
our listeners also to pitch in and ping us on 8588966996 and ping us and let us know. And they, of course, also email us at pods@indiatoday.com. With that information out of the way, France and Morocco, that's also going to light up
Yeah.
Qatar later tonight. But can France do it? Can France. Can Morocco do it? Is the more pertinent question.
Yeah, see.
See,
Yeah.
had it been against some other team, I would have said, Morocco had a chance.
France too clinical.
But this France, without having a few of the key stars,
Benzema, Pogba,
plenty was
yeah.
questioned.
And-
There
and-
were
and-
doubts about
and we are
whether
not-
they could do it or not,
Yes,
but they've
yes.
shown every match that they are here to win.
But even with Morocco, they have slayed some serious giants, right? Portugal,
I
Spain,
agree with
Belgium.
you. Yes. See, this is a David versus Goliath battle. Morocco has done brilliant in this campaign. They defeated the golden generation of Belgium in the group stage. Then they knocked out Luis Enrique's Spain. Then they defeated Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal and ended his dream. But the problem with Morocco is the defense, which has come out and played like a true warrior defense.
Atlas Tigers.
The Atlas Tigers.
Atlas Lions.
Atlas Lions, sorry. Atlas Lions.
Tigers, Atlas Lions,
That
yeah.
defense will not be there today.
Yeah. Science
Because
is- a lot of their centre back.
The captain Sayas, he's not there. Hakim Ziyech, I think he's not well. And then
Ziyech took an off,
and Shadira, the main defender.
But there's injury
he's also
concerns
injured.
over this captain, but
Yeah.
he we're not entirely sure whether he'll be
Yeah.
ruled out. But that's also very important.
But it's not like they don't have quality and they are like they have it's very unfair to say that they are completely a surprise package.
No. It's
They
not
have
that.
quality, they
Yes.
have had quality, and they have lived up to their potential.
And if you go on to beat Belgium, Spain, and Portugal in 3
But
consecutive
you know,
games,
you
you
need
do
to
have
have-
you do
you
have quality.
could also go the Croatian way because you're watching Croatia versus Argentina. You could see that Croatia were really, they had spent it all. They had really spent it all. They had, by the time they came to that battle against Argentina, they seemed like a spent force. Hope that doesn't happen with Morocco because it'll also be interesting to see, right? Because in the context of FIFA World Cup in India, like I said, in Calcutta, it's all Brazil, Argentina. Who would Indian fans like to watch? And there is already a bit of a humdrum and noise that maybe Indian fans would be rooting more for Argentina.
And you can celebrate Morocco, you
Yeah.
can celebrate Croatia, but we all want a France versus Argentina final. As simple as that.
I mean, imagine if it's a France versus Croatia, third place of it'll be a more
That-
competitive third, fourth playoff than the final.
And, it's going to be difficult for France in regards of the noise that the Moroccan fans are going to make today. Make
Who
later
are you
in the day.
pitching for tonight?
France. Mind says France.
My heart and mind both say France.
Yeah.
If Morocco win, I'll take it.
Will you take a prediction for the World Cup final also quickly?
Yeah.
What?
Messi winning the cup.
You?
Definitely Argentina lifting
France
it.
1, Argentina 0.
France. Morocco go through.
Messi scoring a hat trick in the final.
Okay. Tall claims. If you being that specific.
Looking at the way he has played, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, but I don't want to go away from the sledging room without pitching in some cricket, especially because it involves Virat Kohli and India versus
without pitching in
Bangladesh.
cricket, without pitching in about
Virat
Virat Kohli.
Kohli.
Okay, so tell me
Slamming him
exactly.
again.
No. Tell me. So, how did Virat Kohli do at Chattogram in the
He
first
scored
test?
100 in the third ODI.
We're talking about the
Dead rubber,
first
flat
test.
pitch. I'm talking about the first test. Fantastic 100. Okay,
It
give
was
it.
a ball that, when you're early,
Yes.
it was a good delivery.
When are we going to realize that he has issues against spin left arm? At the moment he sees left arm,
And
last
one
11
more thing,
innings,
he
he's
scored a
gotten
100.
out to
He scored
9
it.
times to spin.
Yes.
and you have to look at different formats. T20 World Cup, fine, he was in good form, but we've also spoken about that average strike rate. We've done that enough. The third ODI, again, like I said, that 100 against Afghanistan doesn't count for me. The 100 against Bangladesh also does not count for me.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Because
Why?
that also came on the back of Ishan Kishan's brutal assault, that double 100.
And
That is
your
special.
100s, whatever you do, you're scoring those centuries, but those 100s come in matches which are not very important. Your team has lost
Yeah.
the series against Bangladesh. You come and score 100 when Ishan Kishan is going good, going really good. He's hammering down every Bangladeshi bowler. And then you come back and play a test match. You go out.
But what I'm
for
saying
one
is
run.
he is finding form. He's
Admittedly-
slowly finding form.
No.
He will play
No,
those-
don't go with formats. He did not score runs in the two matches where he should have in the
But
two
he has been
ODIs.
chipping in with those crucial 60s, 70s, which according to him,
How many 60s, 70s has he scored in
which
2022?
is helping the team.
No,
He
how
doesn't-
many 60s, 70s has he scored in?
Test cricket.
Yeah, in this year.
How many 50s
No, you
has he
don't have
scored?
it. I
That's
know.
a trivia question. He
You don't
doesn't.
have
It came out of
Okay,
syllabus.
let's
He was
finish
prepared for
this.
Ronaldo.
Let's get back to Ronaldo versus Messi.
Because you can't defend Virat Kohli.
Final
today.
words. Final words before we go. Ronaldo versus Messi, greatest of all time. Let's just settle the debate at least between the three of us. I'm sure our viewers and listeners will also pitch in with their comments. Quickly.
Messi.
U-turn.
Yeah.
This was called a proper perfect U-turn. Messi.
Akshay, you
Anyway.
had to come to this.
And it's
We all
only
know.
because of the dint of these two World Cups, two World Cup finals. I mean, I wouldn't have started off on this debate had it been just that 2014 World Cup final.
Yes.
Had Messi's campaign been over.
Yeah.
This has come to mind. This is
No, it's
this
more
is,
about number wise. There is very little to compare, very little to separate the two. But if you look at the impact that they've made when they wanted to win one final World Cup for both of them,
yeah.
possibly one final World Cup for both of them.
Yeah.
But the impact that Messi has made
Hmm.
is far more than what Ronaldo has made, I think.
Definitely, yes.
Of course, it's been Messi's World Cup
Yeah,
too.
it is Messi's World Cup.
Aided
It'll
by the
be only-
referees,
And we
as
are going
some
to
of them call it.
You will always find a different contrarian view.
See-
But honestly, yeah, that penalty against Croatia, questionable. Yes.
See,
it
there
was
are
not a red
they have a
card
lot
It
of
was a
lot of
question-
calls-
questionable,
lot of
but it
calls
was
in
questionable penalty. It is a questionable penalty. That's okay. Luka Modric is also.
To be very
spoken-
frank,
Yeah.
the referee decisions in this World Cup they have been
Have been very
questionable.
ordinary.
They are very ordinary.
Refereeing has been
Far from that World Cup level, and everybody has come out and said it. You talk about Bruno Fernandes, you talk about Messi, everybody has come out.
And
Even
like,
Modric said it yesterday.
VAR is very subjective.
That is a subjective technology.
semi-automated thing.
That is
MS Dhoni
but-
would have never agreed to VAR.
that Indian team of 2008 would have never agreed to this VAR.
Yes.
That VARs wouldn't. That Indian team wouldn't have agreed to this VARs for sure because of the DRS issues back then at that point. But on that note, I'm afraid that's all the time we have on what has been a perfect U-turn by Akshay Ramesh yet again. You must be a
I keep
specialist.
saying that, Raj. I
You must be
stand
a
by truth.
specialist.
And you come back and say that
You
Messi
stand
is
by
GOAT.
truth and you contradict yourself. Be
If it
truthful
comes
to
to that-
yourself. Be honest to yourself is what I'm asking. On that note, we'll let our viewers and listeners ring in the next episode, reflecting on what Akshay Ramesh should reflect on for the next week. Till then, have a great week and come back to us very soon. But of course, you can rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other listening platforms because the Sledging Room is beginning to garner a lot of debate and controversies. That's our aim. That's our aim. So please feel free to reach out to us and let us know how we're doing. And please do pitch in with your valuable comments on WhatsApp and do email us. Thank you.